Alright, this is a previous patch game, so I have the big trees. I didn't bother resetting the mods. But this is a Holy Roman Viking versus ACF 666. Are we in the thousands elo-ish? Oh, it shows here! Awesome! It shows the ranked elo. This is a ranked game, so this is actually their ranked elo at the time, maybe? Or current, I'm not sure. But this is the Sicilians versus the Chinese here. Let's have a look at Holy Roman Vikings opening here. No house yet. Could become an issue for Holy Roman Viking because, of course, as the Chinese, you really need to get that food in quickly. But you also need that house, otherwise you're going to struggle. Now it's 8 pop already. If Holy Roman Viking doesn't drop a house ASAP, he's going to be in big trouble in terms of idle TC time because he'll be heavily housed. Here comes the house at 8 pop. Okay, maybe it's fine actually. Maybe it's fine. Has to be pretty comfortable to have the cows as the Chinese. They provide 150 food after all, so that eases up your start a little bit. These hideout wall gens are ridiculous. It's covering the woodland actually, so might as well just delete that at some point to make the wood available. I like the deer placement. You don't necessarily need to push those to bring in the food because they're right next to the berries, so you can just mill them. It's Chinese versus Sicilians. Sicilians with their infamous faster castle drops and TCs, 100% faster building. They nerfed it for nomad starts, so Sicilians wouldn't build the TC 100% faster because that's ridiculously OP. Holy Roman Viking at 48 seconds of idle TC time here, which I find nice with the Chinese. It's a good opening. It's only 2 on wood for now, but you could probably get by with some stragglers collecting for now. It's more important to keep the TC running, so I understand the food emphasis early on here. I think with the Chinese you'd want still you'd want to get the lumber camp out first for efficiency though, but straggler fees, it's going to bring in enough wood to drop a lumber camp eventually, so not that big of a deal really. So ACF is now out scouting already. Didn't push any deer or anything. He's just casually passing next to Holy Roman Viking here. No scout fight for the time being. Still heavy on the food here, but 4 on wood now for Holy Roman Viking should be just fine. Chinese are very versatile. As they move through the ages, they have cheaper cheaper technologies overall. So you're getting it's easy to make tech switchers and to get your eco upgrades and whatever you need. And it's still only 53 seconds, so this is a very good Chinese start, I would say. It's still keeping that villager lead, as you can see, even with Loom, which you have to get as Chinese immediately to keep your TC working from the very get-go. And of course the generation is doing Holy Roman Viking a favor here, considering that the deer is right next to the berries. So that's lets you mill the deer for free. ACF with more of a standard opening here. Did go for the lumber camp first and then dropping the mill after that. It doesn't look like any feudal age aggression to me. Probably going to be a fast castle approach, maybe right into a castle drop. As Holy Roman Viking wants to grab the opportunity to secure a little bit more of the starting base here with a couple of palisades. Interesting approach. You know, just for fun, you can see the rank here as well. That's pretty neat. You can see their elo at the time this game was played. So that's the parenthesis there. think that's kind of cool. It's a fairly easy wall-off for Holy Roman Viking here. On this side. And on the other side as well. This is, look at the woodlines here. You could easily just, that's one house, and that's one gate, and suddenly you're walled on this side. Yeah, maybe it's one of these guys who only plays Sicilians, and that's why he dropped, I don't know. Both players going to the feudal age here, Holy Roman Viking with one builder more because of the respectable less than 1 minute idle TC time with the Chinese. Chinese start with 3 extra builders, that's how you're able to gain this kind of advantage. Or on gold for Holy Roman Viking, though. Maybe have compensation for going a tiny bit too late to the goal, I'm not sure. I'm seeing one potential nasty situation here, though, is if ACF goes for the straight fast castle there, looks to maybe be the case, and goes for a castle drop. If he drops the castle here, it denies both stones of Holy Roman Viking, and then what do? You need to move out somewhere else to collect stone, and if there's some kind of army out on the field for ACF, that could easily be denied. 50 seconds idle is a lot for Chinese, in my opinion. Yes, but these guys are below 1000 elo, so I think it's pretty good for a Chinese start. And I think you have to be a really good player to keep the Chinese idle time below, say, 20 seconds on a regular map. Depends on where and how your food generates stuff. Blacksmith market for ACF, not even a single farm yet, but he's going incredibly heavy on the berries. This is the extreme AI at work here. Dennis, is this you? And now it's going over to stone as well. Sicilians start with 100 extra stone, which allows them to go instantly for 3 extra TCs in the castle age, or just an easier castle drop because you need to mine less stone. And I don't know what's up with the double gate. Maybe just an extra false sense of security here. The Wolf going to the Catfish, again, pretty similar timings here. It's a tiny head start for ACF, but nothing too crazy. It's no doubt what is in ACF's plan, though. It's going to be a castle drop. Is this... No, I was going to say, is this auto scout? It isn't, because now we just turned back, but it's a bit unfortunate for ACF there not to scout the villagers moving out. What is Holy Roman Viking going for here? He's also dropping stone, so he might actually go for a castle drop here himself, offensively. 6 on stone. I mean, if you go castle drop Chukonu with the Chinese, that's not going to... I mean, the Sicilians aren't really... The unique unit, at least, isn't going to be able to contest that. But ACF is also moving out here with 10 builders. It's as if he's forgotten his Sicilians. Was this random sim? Holy Roman Viking or what? Because... Wait, what? Why there, though? Big tips, thanks. That's a random castle. But surprise, we're going to get the Sicilian's castle in our face, and that's probably going to go right next to the the gold here, because ACF has even seen that there's gold inside of here. The main gold is here. So if the castle goes here, if it's able to be placed here, and I think it might, then it will deny 2 golds. Yeah, that's decent as well. Could be 1 tile closer, because that castle is going to complete at light speed anyway. There's no stopping that. Even if Holy Roman Viking had 5 to 10 Chugonus here, it would be a nightmare to stop the Sicilians' castle. It built so quickly! 100% more quickly. It's also going to complete the castle on the Sicilian side, but this doesn't deny anything. So that's an issue. This is a better castle from ACF, because it denies 2 golds, effectively. At least if he gets pledging as well. Good reaction from Holy Roman Viking to pull the builders away, though. And now reacting with stone walls, but he's going to be without gold here. So even with the stone walls here, the only thing you'll... Ah, it's not without gold actually, because it's taking gold over at this side. So scratch that. So I guess one reaction here for Holy Roman Viking could be to seed some more farms, keep collecting the berries, make use of the fact that you're actually collecting stone or gold over here. Stop making Shukonu, stop making gold heavy units, just try to get to Imperial Age as soon as possible and deal with this castle. So the town bell is being rung. Let's cheers to that. One sergeant somehow made it in here, Sergeant. On this side, Holy Roman Viking is stocking up on Drukonu, has fletching, has armor. Would want to get Bodkin Arrow as well, but he's moving out, he's going in for the counterattack, which is good. ACF doesn't have enough stone for another castle, so if Holy Roman Viking breaks in here, he could do a lot of damage with these Drukonu. However, ACF with the faster building TCs could also just drop another TC further out at a quick pace to stop the Drukonu from moving in further if it needs to. It's not in huge trouble here, and oh, it's going to drop the castle. No way, no way. He's packing all of the villagers to build his castle. And will for sure lose some villagers along the way. But again, look at that construction speed. The castle completes so quickly. And now just a garrison, and he'll take out probably most of the Drukonu here. Blue rings the town bell as well to secure as many villagers as possible. Yeah, the Drukonus are still... They're able to get out of harm's way here, and they'll just guard the golds and woodlands there. Decent placement from Holy Roman Viking. Blue is freaking out here a bit as well. I'm not sure what the monster is for at this point. Maybe to collect some relics for a gold boost here. But again, we need to get to the... Wait, the castle is all the way over here, actually. I was going to say we need to get to the Imperial Age here and deal with this castle. But... might not be possible when the red castle is so far away as well. So how are the Chugonus doing? They're idling a lot of ACF's economy here. The only villagers working are the stone miners in the back here. So the Chugonus certainly are providing a good distraction here from Holy Roman Viking. Some tower defense here from Holy Roman Viking. That's also a way to keep the aggression up. There's just a few sergeants though, so... dropping an... I was going to say dropping an archery range, but Holy Roman Viking doesn't really have a barracks either, so... But archers would do just fine against unupgraded sergeants, or rather, crossbows. Bit unfortunate with the True there, they're tapping into DC Fire. Still completely idling here for ACF, though. ACF is too preoccupied with the forward aggression, and it's going to drop another castle now, probably just right in the middle of these towers and TC are there. And the Holy Roman Viking is 1 TC, so if a castle goes up in his face here, he doesn't have an escape. This is all of Holy Roman's economy except for the gold miners over here. So if that castle completes, it's going to be really bad news for our red player here. There's no escape. There's nothing to do here. You would have to send your true canoe all the way around here to defend. And those 2 towers, it's just not going to be enough, even with fletching here. Town bell has been rung and all the villagers are just popping inside to try and stop this from happening, but ACF completes another castle. This game is going to be won solely by Sicilian's castle drops and sergeants here. Or are we looking at the base trade here? Ah, it all makes sense now, deleting the walls, fleeing with literally all of the economy here. Where to, though? Where are we going? It's the Great Escape. And Holy Roman Viking, does he have a market? He has a market, so if he collects enough gold, he could buy stone and wood for a TC and relocate somehow. There's still True Canoe being created there. He's got the priorities down here with an additional few True Canoes here, but the home base effectively lost. Once this TC is down, ACF could actually just task some of these villagers to build a new TC and steal all these farms, and that's free farming economy. Not so much food to steal, but certainly an option. And now what? Is he going back to home base now? No, he's going to have more stone. He wants more castle drops. What's the scouting like for do? It's quite lacking actually. Does he have the scout anymore? He probably lost it to TC Fire, right? So he knows about the castle top side here, but he does not know that Holy Roman Viking has relocated all of the economy over to this side. Awfully aggressive third castle, yes. Right in the middle of 2 towers and TC, and still it goes up. And funnily enough, ATF is 10 villagers behind here, even with all this aggression. Is being having a third of the economy on stone, so. And the home economy side, how long have these guys been garrisoned? I don't even. Oh, ACF is attacking the pillar of Holy Roman Viking's economy, but Holy Roman Viking has been able to relocate 1 TC here. Could build another one as well on the woodline here, on the gold, or even on the side golds here if needs be, if need be. Boom. Okay, ACF, please tell me you're going to steal those farms once that TC is down. Almost enough stone for another castle here. Ooh, the Chuganuks take out the TC, but ACF drops a defensive donjon. No, that actually doesn't build quicker. It's the Sicilians' substitute for a tower. They don't get watchtowers or any kind of towers, they only get donjon, but in return the donjon can create sergeants that could also construct new donjons, so bit of an interesting mechanic there. Holy Roman Viking has collected 2 relics in the meantime, so that's a tiny gold trickle in addition to the gold mining going on over here. Who cares about the home base being lost when you can establish a new home base somewhere else? 8 stone miners. And making use of the stray monks to convert units as they go as well. Even with the relocation and everything, Holy Roman Viking has a better running economy here. It's 38 villagers to 26 now. And I think if you just bail on the stone investment overall here and just seed some farms and collect more gold instead, you can go Imperial Age, you can deal with this cattle, and you can finish ACF once and for all, because ACF has been running idle for so long. Is essentially behind, especially in the economy with this kind of situation. He's gonna move out though, he knows there's a castle over here, he knows there's stuff going on here, so maybe he's going to drop a castle somewhere around the gold and the TC here. Definitely another castle drop in the making here, and then the hill is just begging to be castle drop, isn't it? Oh, we have a ram train going on here. How many castles do you want? Yes. But this one is denied, actually. I can't believe a Sicilian's castle actually got denied, and ACF is down to 19 villagers. And he's about to lose the castle at home base as well. He barely has any economy left, he's relying everything on the castles. Oh, wait, why? I was going to say, why aren't they repairing, but, or why aren't they fighting the ram? Why is this castle going down? There's still soldiers to repair! Why are you allowing this one to go down? Are you going to run over here to complete this one now with the last few villagers? What is going on here, ACF? What is going on? I mean, he is going to complete this one, to be fair, and this is the only, almost the only economy Holy Roman Viking has running. So that's another cattle that needs to be taken down, but look at the eco situation here. There's 15 villagers and they're all over here building a castle. And Holy Roman Viking is forced to flee yet again. ACF is with 9 villagers, 4 military. Wait. Is this castle going to be taken down by Chukonu and a castle? Oh, please don't let that sergeant kill the Junu. Oh, yeah, I got him! And there's another ram, and what's ACF going to do to stop this? He barely has villagers left, he can't fight them. I mean, I guess he can fight this ram with villagers, but there's castle fire to protect that. And the garrison out on the wrong side! Oh! ACF does not have food to make villagers. He's prioritizing sergeants over villagers' production for potential comeback here. He could steal his farms for food economy, but he's just going to go down to the last villager here. 5 sergeants, 5 villagers left, and ACF is somehow still playing. He doesn't have economy! He's out! Holy Roman Viking is also low on economy, or resources, but he has enough stuff around the castle if he wants to. And he's just... he's with 40 villagers, so he's fine. He's got a running economy. I never look at the score. I don't care about the score. I'm tempted to play with score disabled because it's so misleading. It's more often misleading than not. Just don't put too much emphasis on score. 5 military, 5 builders, but ACF is collecting food again. I am amazed that the Chinese are actually winning this match, because ACF had some beautiful castles going. If he prevented the escape to this side of Holy Roman Viking and the reboom, then there wouldn't be any Chinese victory here. Looking for that in-timing score. Yeah, okay, I guess it's useful for that, but... maybe. 5 military, 6 villagers against 40 villagers, 8 military here. Why is it even only 100 score apart here? It's probably because ACF has more guilds and, more importantly, more castles. Castles count towards your points as well. Why? Hey, castle here! Just dump the castle in the face of blue here and end it all. I'm confused. Imp sure as hell is never coming from blue. Well, if you were worried, Holy Roman Viking, you could just scout the area and confirm that this is the only thing going on for blue here. There are a couple of castles, yes, but no flags. There's in fact a TC here. He's trying a bit of a reboom, but that shouldn't work. This castle should definitely be going in blue's face. Maybe not with only one builder, though. Now you can fast forward the rest if you want to. Okay, so blue is not going to do too much interesting here than they see. Now let's see the base go down for blue first. Blue is at a whopping 10 population. Holy Roman Viking with 6 times that, with the 57 total population here. 14 army, 44 villagers. That's a fast one. I don't know why he's pulling back. Maybe for repairs. Is it repair micro going on here? Are we going to repair? Yes, we are. Blue is fleeing, is probably going to try and claim Holy Roman Viking. Does he know? Does he know that he can steal farms? That's 4 free farms worth of food there for blue. Couple of houses going down. Holy Roman Viking going imp as well. That could be the GG factor actually. Holy Roman Viking reaching Imperial Age after all of this. Donjons going down. ACF is, funnily enough, not housed because he has 2 castles, and Imperial Age kicks in, and that's what it takes for ACF to call the GG here. Okay, fascinating. Yeah, blue has Dark Age numbers. This is like minute 4 minute 4 Dark Age numbers, something. So the society score is what gave blue the score lead there. More castles. Interesting. But we've certainly established that the Sicilians' castles are a pain in the ass. Once again, pain in the ass. Is there even a thing called ast? Probably. And we'll move on to the next one. I'll have to be right back as well.